Monday morning, January 25th, and I am Sarah Gish, the Ignite Your Life Texan. And I'm excited to be here today to do my Monday meditation chat with you for just a few minutes. I love meditation. I love sharing about meditation. And I have an art project called Ignite Your Life. And so I have 12 ways to ignite your life daily. I'm just going to jump right into that. And as you can see, I'm going to make sure you guys can see the whole thing. The third way to ignite your life is meditate each morning. Meditate. And so that's how important it is to me. And meditation in the morning is what I recommend, just because once the day gets started, it gets kind of crazy busy, and your meditation practice might fall by the wayside if you get going and get busy. Also, it's a great way to set the tone for your day. Meditation will help you focus on what you want to focus on, and it's just a great way to start. Research has shown that if people meditate at least 12 minutes or more every day, they improve their memory and their concentration. So I really recommend meditation. Okay, so what I do with this meditation chat is we do a little centering at the beginning, we do cleansing breaths, and then I teach you a meditation practice, a kind of a topic, a lesson on meditation. I am here Mondays around 10 a.m. every Monday that I can, not every single Monday, doing Facebook Live. And then I load these meditation videos onto my YouTube page, which is /Gish Creative. That's my company. And I have a playlist there. So let's get started. The first thing is I'm going to ring my little meditation bowl. This is a Tibetan singing bowl. You can also get a metal spoon or a wooden spoon and ring, a metal bowl, use that for sound. You can just use whatever you want, whatever helps you focus if you don't have a specific meditation bowl. Okay, so put your feet flat on the floor. We're just going to get centered here. Sit up straight. That's a really important part of your meditation practice, unless you're lying on the floor or lying back in a chair that's kind of leaning back. Whatever works for you, but I do recommend, if you can, to sit up straight. So, because that way you're more fully present in your body. Okay, so feet flat on the floor, close your eyes, and let's get some centering going here on Monday morning. And take a deep breath in, and then you're going to hold it and let it out. So deep breath in, hold it, and let it out. Deep breath in, hold it, and let it out. And one more time. Deep breath, let's see. Deep breath in, hold it, and let it out. Very good. I hope you got a little bit centered there with my singing bowl and breathing. I like to do 3 cleansing breaths before I begin art, before I begin my meditation, before I begin walking a labyrinth. It's a really great way to get yourself kind of focused and centered. When I do the cleansing breaths, I usually have 5 seconds at each segment. So 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold, and then 5 seconds back out. So that's just a little yardstick for you to use if you wish. Okay, so today the meditation practice I want to teach you, and these are not always practices that you're going to find in books or online. A lot of them are. I've got 13 videos that I've done, and as I said, you can see them on my playlist. They've been about breath or metta prayer, forgiveness, all kinds of practices that you can read about online. This one, I'm not sure. This is called self-love meditation. And literally, I want you, as you're meditating, to think about what you love about yourself And this is such an important part of our lives, of our meditation practice. For some people, it might seem kind of conceited to think about self-love, but really self-love, first of all, connecting with spirit, as I have on here, or trust in spirit, and then taking care of yourself as the first two things in my 12 ways to ignite your life. What that includes is, I always say trusting or connect to God, connect to yourself, and connect to another human being. And actually that I got from my AA program, learning that through AA. But connecting to yourself after you kind of connect to spirit, if you want, you may not want to do that in your meditation practice. Not everybody has a belief in spirit. You can connect to universe. But connecting to yourself, having self-love is so important. So one way you can do this is you have your bowl or whatever you do for sound focusing. You can ring that. And then close your eyes and just think about loving yourself. Think about sending love to yourself and what you love about yourself, and you can do this all different kinds of ways. I'm going to have us get quiet and do it in a minute, but I want to give you some ideas. You can, one thing you can do, which I love, is giving yourself a hug. And this is really important right now during this pandemic when we can't hug other people except those in our little quarantine pod or pandemic pod. But if you can just love yourself, or hug yourself, it feels really good. So give that a try right now if you're watching live, or even if you're just watching this later. Stop and give yourself a big old hug. And you can say, I love you to yourself. It's a really nice practice to get into the habit of. So the other thing you can do is just get quiet, which we will in a minute. Think about what you love about yourself, what you admire about yourself. Maybe if you don't have that at your disposal, you can't think of reasons to love yourself, ask a friend, ask your family, find out what other people love about you and start that. You can, if you have a journal, you can start journaling and, you can journal about that. You can write what you love about yourself. One time I wrote A through Z. Actually, I think this is when I turned 50. A through Z, what I loved about myself. So A, B, all different things. Z, I can't remember what I put for Z, but I would have to look at that. It's kind of funny to wonder. I love that I'm not a zebra. Maybe that's what it was. Anyway, it's just important to have this self-love, because when you have self-love, then you can much easier share love with everyone else. So if that makes sense, hopefully that self-love is where we want to start, and it's a great way to start your day with self-love. And it's just appreciation of yourself, appreciation of how far you've come, appreciation of what you've knocked yourself through, what you've gotten through, appreciation of yourself surviving this pandemic and doing well with it, or however you're doing with it. Just maybe some of you, like me, this pandemic became a hero's journey, actually, because I learned more about myself. I'm an extrovert and I'm usually running around doing things. But during the pandemic, I had to be quieter and look at within more. And it was really a beautiful time for me in a lot of ways. And I appreciated more who I am. I understood that I'm a, sometimes loud, colorful, ignite your life Texan type girl. And I had some love for myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm too loud. I felt that way, or too colorful, or too extroverted. And you know what? That's who I am. And I also don't want to, mess up the energy of other people completely. But I have so much self-love that I feel strong in being who I am wherever I go. And that's really important to me these days. And also, as I said, adjusting myself if someone's a little bit quieter, not, booming at them, etc. But we're all here together. And if we just imagine if we all, 8 billion of us around the world, had self-love, how different our world would be. And it's different from being conceited. I really want to make that clear, that self-love is different than being conceited. Self-love is more about having a gentle appreciation of yourself. So again, I'm going to ring the bowl and just let y'all get quiet for a little bit and contemplate on how you love yourself. Here we go. Okay, and now you can emerge from that. I'm just going to ring the bowl to bring you back. When you finish that self-love meditation, you might, as I said, might want to give yourself a hug. And this was self-love today, and self-love is so important for us to have that before we step out into the world and share of ourselves with others. It helps us to appreciate each other and others more. It helps us to accept others more because they're being who they are. I thought of something for my A through Z self-love, things I love about myself. Zany was the Z, and I thought of that because I was thinking about that as I was doing my self-love characteristics while we were meditating. So I hope you did that. I hope you were able to find some self-love for yourself. You know, as I said, if you're having a hard time thinking of ways, reasons that you love yourself, maybe ask your loved ones close to you, your friends. I'm sure they could help you out. Wanted to tell you ways to stay in touch with me. You can subscribe to my blog, gishpicks.com. That's a weekly blog about arts and culture, and I've been doing that since 2004, and I just love doing that. It's all about Houston. It's Houston-centric. So you can follow me at Gish Picks. You can subscribe to that. I also, in the description, have some Facebook pages that I have, Gish Picks Kids, Gish Picks Adults, and my Ignite Your Life art project. That's an art project that I've been doing since 2013, and this year it's going to, have a lot of activity. There's a lot more time. I've been trying to, figure out how I can fit it into my regular business, writing Gish Picks and all that. I will be back here on Wednesday night. I do Wednesday night live around 9 p.m. You notice I always say around because I just want to give myself a little leeway. But Wednesday Night Live is when I talk about upcoming arts and culture for the weekend. It's bringing Gish Picks to life. I usually send out Gish Picks Wednesday or Thursday mornings, usually Thursday mornings these days with the pandemic. And so Wednesday Night Live around 9 p.m. at my Facebook page will give you a little preview of Houston arts and culture. There is a lot going on out there in spite of the pandemic. There are I have an Arts Pick Spotlight, one place that it's open, and then some virtual picks. So be sure and tune into that. And lastly, if you would like to donate, I do this all for free, this meditation chat and the Wednesday Night Live. So there's information in my description about how to donate to me via Zelle or Venmo, or you can send me a check. Whatever you'd like to do. I really appreciate you being here, whether you're live or after the fact. And I just love doing this. So happy ignition. Get out there and meditate before you head out on your day. And just really thanks a lot for being here. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.